Joining us now is Scottish Labour MP for East Kilbride and Strathaven, Joani Reid. Joani, thank you very much for your time this morning. Obviously, welcome news that a review has been launched, but there is some controversy about the independence and the oversight of that review. Can you tell us more?
Yeah, so we were all under the impression that it was an independent, rapid review chaired by Professor Alexis G, who everyone has confidence in. Unfortunately, it's not independent, and this reporting structure of it is incredibly convoluted, and it's controlled by the Scottish Government. There's this misconception that Professor Alexis G is chairing the review. She is not. She is advising the review. So victims came away thinking that Alexis G was in the driving seat when actually she's in the passenger seat. But this is really typical of this Scottish Government. They make grand headlines, make big announcements, and actually when you look at the detail, there's very little that sits behind it. So I have to say that this announcement goes as so far as to admit that there's a problem in Scotland, but the review in and of itself will do nothing to fix it.
And why do you not have confidence in this review? Is it because the Inspectorate and the various bodies that are leading this inquiry are so closely linked to the organisations that they're investigating? Do you not have confidence in those bodies to get a proper, impartial look at the issue?
Well, I don't think anyone believes that institutions should be marking their own homework, and the structure of the review is exactly that. So institutions like Police Scotland will be looking at their own records when in fact victims claim that they're part of the problem. So each institution will feed into the regulator, who will then feed into the Strategic National Group, which is a government-controlled group who will then advise ministers of their findings. So the structure is convoluted, it's not clear, transparent, it gives the sense of it wanting to be politically controlled rather than trying to seek the truth. So there are so many problems with this review, lack of independence and a convoluted structure.
And why did it take so long for this review to finally come about?
I think there are a few reasons for that. I think primarily it's based on the Scottish Government having this idea that Scotland is exceptional, and they've kind of denied the problem and said that, yes, England and Wales have problems with organised sexual abuse, but we don't here in Scotland, which is obviously not true. And secondly, the Scottish Government is keen to control absolutely everything, and you can see that from the structure of the review that they've announced. And I have to say that we've got Scottish Parliament elections in May, so that I'm now starting to believe is part of their thinking in this. If they were taking this seriously, and there's a model that they could follow, that's the model that was used by Baroness Casey, the government would have announced a rapid and fully independent review and given Alexis G access to all the files, all of the data, all of the institutions, to the civil servants, and basically given her a blank piece of paper. But unfortunately, that's not what they've done. So I'm really disappointed.
Just before you made that comparison to the Casey review in England and how you want that to be replicated in Scotland, you made a very strong accusation against the Scottish Government, saying that, also appearing to suggest that you think they've launched this review in this manner so late because they didn't want bad press coming out around the elections in May. Is that your stance?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is my stance, because you just have to look at the structure of the review. It shows that it's designed to be politically managed. It is not designed to establish facts. And my only conclusion about why they want to politically manage such a serious issue, I mean, we're not talking about ferries here, and we're not talking about some policy of that nature. We're talking about the sexual abuse of our most vulnerable children in Scotland. Yep. And the only conclusion that I can reach in light of that is that it's designed to be politically managed. And why would they want to politically manage something so serious?
Joani Reid, thank you very much for your time this morning, Scottish Labour MP.